I really want to know the answer to this. Do you ever feel like dealing with your spouse is like having another child? Don't ask my wife that question. All right, we're going to talk about growing up today. Connie, now, all right. They might be talking about you the same way. All right, now Connie's my first guest, and she says her husband acts like one of her 4 children. He misbehaves at the dinner table, pouts when he doesn't get his way. Take a look.
My husband, Paul, is a really big kid. When we go places, I'm always saying my 5 kids. When my husband's chewing the food, he'll open his mouth and show the food. I really don't think that my husband ever grew up. I think he's still a kid inside of an adult body.
I am more of a laid-back person.
The most childish thing that my husband does is he is really obsessed with Hot Wheels. He has 5,000 Hot Wheels.
The Hot Wheels, I don't think it's a problem. To me, it's a hobby. There is something about Hot Wheels that remind me of my childhood.
Money's tight, and he did take a lot of the credit cards and charged them up with Hot Wheels. So now he doesn't have any room on his credit cards to buy anymore.
Can I borrow $1? I think that I could be spending my money on worse things.
I don't think Paul is a very good role model at all. The kids don't respect Paul.
I think they perceive me both as a dad and another kid.
Paul is one of us, 5 kids and 1 adult.
I think I'm responsible.
None of the kids ever take him seriously.
The kids will listen to me, but they know they can push me.
Grumpy old troll.
No. I said they couldn't have any. I would consider him my worst kid.
You gotta get the yellow snow.
I really do believe that they're gonna grow up very irresponsible. The other ones, I can send them to their room and I can ground them, but I can't send him to his room. Sometimes he pouts more than the kids do. Dr. Phil, please help my husband grow up.
I have to tell you that when I first looked at this show and they brought this to me to do, I rejected the idea. I said, the guy's collecting cars. We've got some other couples that are doing some different things. And my attitude was, is this trivial? I mean, are you just picking something to really complain about? I mean, he could be doing drugs, he could be out having affairs, he could be unemployed, you could be at the bar. There could be a lot of things that would be a whole lot worse than this, right?
Right.
And so I thought, well, is this just trivial? And then I read all of the notes and everything about your story and looked at the downside of it, and it's not so trivial, is it?
No.
So let's talk about the downside. What are the problems here that this is creating for you as the wife and mother?
Well, as you could see, the children think that, I'm the only responsible adult in the house. Mm-hmm. I'm the mean one. I'm not only a stepmom, but I'm the mean one. And, he doesn't have any responsibility. He acts like...
What do you say about that?
Well, I'll agree that she does do most of the disciplining in our house, but there is a point where, especially if she's not home, that I have to do it.
But is that fair for you to be like Mrs. Doubtfire or whatever, or...
Well, I don't dress as a woman.
Or you're like Patch Adams around with your big shoes on, having a great time, and she's got to be the heavy all the time. Is that fair?
No, because I am one of the parents there, and so
But are you? I mean, that's the issue, right? Is he really being a parent, or are you blurring those boundaries? Doesn't it make it hard if 1 minute you're playing seafood with the kids and the next minute you're having to really discipline them about issues in their life, their behavior, school, interactions with each other? Doesn't that create a real problem?
I probably contradict myself sometimes on that, yeah. But I like to have fun. Life is short, so enjoy it.
Okay, but there's 2 of you.
Right.
You are enjoying it.
And she's...
And she's saying, that's nice, that's fun, wish I could do that, but somebody's got to run this railroad.
Well, she could lighten up and have fun too sometimes.
Okay, And that may be true. But the problem is kids are devious miniature human beings.
They are.
And they divide and conquer sometimes. And isn't it true that you'll say no because you're having to be responsible, so they'll go to you and you'll say okay?
Right.
Does that make sense to you?
Well, sometimes they come to me, you know, and I'm unaware that she had already said no. You know, I'll say,
but sometimes you're not.
I'll say, well, what did Connie say or what did Mom say? And they'll say, well, she said it was up to you. And when she hollers at me about it later, that wasn't the story.
Well, that's back to this devious miniature human beings.
Right.
That they'll play. I want to take a look at a piece of tape that I cut out of the tape piece that we looked at before. Bones, can we run that?
No. I said they couldn't have any.
Okay. Now, did you see, which daughter was that?
That's mine.
It's Courtney.
That's Courtney. Now, did you see what she did when you said, no, I said no, and you're giving them the candy? She turns to her mother and goes, "Nyeh," and bites
there you
in.
go.
Like, ha, ha, ha.
But that's nanny, boo-boo. I'm going to do what I want because he said I could.
Right.
Now, what do you think about that?
I think that, I mean, they're kids. I want them to enjoy what they can while they're still kids.
Really?
Yeah.
But they need responsibility.
Did you see what that little girl did?
Well, that's how that one acts. We could do a whole show on Courtney.
No, we're going to do a whole show on you.
I can remember having Hot Wheels as a youngster, and the Hot Wheels that I get now remind me of being younger.
Does your spouse act like a child? And if so, what's the downside to that? Now, Connie says she's fed up with her husband because she says he acts like a kid instead of a father. She's afraid that their 4 children will model his behavior and grow up to be irresponsible. Now, okay, you just said something really interesting. You said, this reminds me of when I was a child. So you played with those cars then?
Yeah, I grew up with those.
Okay. How do you feel about the fact that she says, this is unfair? You're continuing to focus on playing with toys and pouting when you don't get your way and spending up the discretionary income is selfish and unfair to her. Is that a fair statement?
Right.
I won't
That's
put
very
words
fair.
in your mouth.
No, that's fair.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
Well, she's probably correct on a lot of those issues. I probably shouldn't, spend money that we don't have. I mean, if I have extra money, it's mine to do what I want to with, and that's what I choose to do with it. And there were times when I went a little overboard. So.
You have 5,000 cars, right?
Well, that's in a matter of 15 or 20 years, so.
Would that be a yes?
Yes.
I have 5,000 cars. Okay. But see, I think you have to have roles. I think you guys have to have defined roles. I think it's important that you present a unified front. And I think it's important that the kids see you both as approachable. I think you have to spend some time being a father, and I think you have to spend some time being a dad. And fathers kind of do things, set the rules, to kind of drive some issues, just like you have to be a mother, but you also have to be a mom.
Right.
And sometimes mothers set the rules and drive things. But it seems like you're spending a lot more time down in the floor with the kids being a dad and almost no time standing up being a father and helping lighten her load as the disciplinarian, the planner, the organizer, the one that's moving the family forward. And my question to you is that fair?
Well, she kind of threw me out of that role because she is a better organizer and planner and things like that, but I do what I can.
So you're a victim. Is that what you're saying? It's not your fault, it's that she took over and crowded you out.
I had to.
She likes to have things done her way. If I clean, she's going to clean behind me. I mean, granted that I'll clean, and help with laundry, cooking, and everything else. But
Did she do that by default, or because you wouldn't, or did she do that because she's just an overbearing controller?
she's an overbearing controller.
Okay. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Is this where he starts the pouting phase?
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm a controller. He just lets them get away with more. I feel that there's certain times where they have to have stability. And like when they come home from school, I'm like, did you do your homework? You know, let me see your paperwork. Let me see what you have to do today. Where he doesn't do that. So if I don't do it, then they go to school the next day with it not done.
Okay. And so if she just steps back and just says, hey, I'll just start collecting Barbie dolls. I'll get me 3,000-4,000 of those. You get your cars. We'll just get in the floor and we'll just have a big time.
It would be total chaos.
And the kids, that we can just let them go to school dirty.
No homework.
You know, no homework, no studying. I mean, kids, the people at school think they were raised by bears. And that's okay. Then how do you feel about that? What's going to happen?
Well, I'd probably step into the role that she vacated.
Okay, well, why should she have to send her children to school as though raised by bears before you get in the game? Why don't you get in the game before the kids have to hit bottom in order to get your attention?
I don't know.
Well, if you did know, what would it be?
I don't know. I'm stumped for an answer.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at this piece of tape again, because this is important. I really want to see this again.
No. I said they couldn't have any.
Do you see where that is a problem? And your excuse was, well, that's just how she is. Let me tell you, that is a problem.
It will be in 10 years, I'm sure.
No, it is a problem now. That's a problem now. Is that a problem now? Because what she's saying, she's turning to the other woman and saying, I won, you lost, I control him. And you're standing there grinning like a possum while all this is going on. Now that's a problem. She will do that now with a candy bar in the kitchen. She'll do it at 16 with a boyfriend in the back seat. Now that's the bottom line.
Yep.
You get that?
Yeah, I get it.
So what do you got to do here?
I need to step up.
You do need to step up. You guys need to negotiate. I'm a pretty good judge of things in a pretty rapid fashion. This is a good guy.
He is a great
I mean,
guy.
really, Paul. Obviously, you're a good guy. I don't think you got an evil bone in your body. I think you're just lazy. I think you're just lazy and you like to do things that feel good. But he's a nice guy. I mean, we said all the things up front. You're not out doing all these bad things.
Right.
And really, there's not even a problem that I can see with having 5,000 Hot Wheels if you can afford it. There's not even a problem with that if you're balancing that against everything else that you need to do in your family. If it's not a selfish acquisition, and if the hobby is balanced with responsibilities as a mature husband and father, I wouldn't care if you had 50,000 cars. If you could afford them and you were taking care of your responsibilities as a father and a husband. I mean, isn't that the issue?
That is the
It's not
issue.
about the cars, it's about what you're not doing. One of the most common complaints I get from wives out there is that your husbands won't grow up. We're going to get to the women later, but some men say that playing video games is a release. But Jennifer says her husband's addiction to computer games is childish and is ruining their marriage. Take a look.
My husband David acts like a child. I'm getting to the point in my life where I want to start a family, and I just don't think Dave is ready. He's in a band, he acts like a teenager, he looks like a teenager, and worst of all, he is obsessed with video games.
Yes, I've taken my Game Boy into church.
He even pulls all-nighters. He'll come home and play from 6 p.m. till 7 a.m. and then he'll sleep all the next day.
I still play the old games because it brings back a lot of memories from when I was younger and played them, and they're still really great games. Video games are a lot of fun. They're really relaxing. They help me get my mind off stress. It's the one thing in my life that I really enjoy. I don't think I should have to give up video games in any way. I provide for my family. I'm very responsible.
I think David should pay more attention to the marriage than to video games. He even installed a video game console in his van so that he could play games on the road. When I tell him to put his toys down, he throws a fit. I am ready to chuck his video game systems out the window. This may not seem like a big problem, but it is ruining my marriage.
No, it's a big problem. You can't imagine the mail that we've gotten from mostly women about men being addicted to video games and to the computer and spending hours and hours there. So misery loves company. In looking at the history here, David, did I hear right that there have been times that you've stayed up all night
Oh, yeah.
playing video games and then slept the whole next day?
Yep.
And that you've sometimes played for 8 or 10 hours and on some occasions up to 20 hours?
I wouldn't say 20 hours.
No, you did say 20 hours. I'll go get the notes if you would like to.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I have played them a lot. I mean, I don't know about 20 hours straight. You know, I mean, I gotta take breaks.
Well, yeah, you take breaks
Yeah.
to go soak your thumbs or something and come back. But we'll talk about the games in a minute. Did I also hear you say that you don't see any problem with this whatsoever and you see no reason that you should not be doing this? We can replay that too if you'd rather just go. If you'd like to go to the videotape here, I can get my telestrator out.
Well, I don't have a problem with it at all. I mean, I'm a responsible adult. I provide for my family. You know, I love to play video games. A lot of people like to watch TV,
Sure.
eat, whatever. I like to play video games. I don't see a huge problem with it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, look to your immediate left. Okay? She's not huge, but she is a problem. She says this is ruining our marriage. True?
Yes.
Tell me why. And listen with both ears.
Okay, we can't even communicate. Every time I try to talk to him, he's got a video game going. He won't look at me in the eye. If I tell him to turn it off, he throws a little fit, gets mad, turns his back to me, and I literally talk to his back.
Okay, but you don't see a problem here.
Oh. When you put it that way. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is over-exaggerated. I think, I'm not always playing video games every second of my life. You know, I have a full-time job.
Right.
I'm not some lazy guy that just sits around all day and plays these things, you know.
Okay, and how often does your wife go to work with you?
Well, she has a full-time job as well.
Oh, so she doesn't go to work with you?
No.
Okay, so you said I have a full-time job, but she doesn't get to spend any of that time with you.
No.
Okay, and then you sleep when you're not playing video games all night. You sleep 6 or 8 hours, 6, 7 hours, something like that?
This is after if I get with my friends, we have a big computer party, you know, play some games all night, then we'll sleep the next day. But that's maybe once every 2 months.
Okay, but no, I'm just mean routinely. You sleep, what, 6, 7 hours a night as a rule? Okay, and you're gone from the house to work, including travel time and work time, everything about 10 hours?
Yeah.
From the time you leave till the time you get home and all. Then you sleep 6 or 7, so that's 17 hours right there. Okay, so that leaves then, on the 24-hour clock, that just leaves 6 or 7 hours, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now that's time that you have available to spend with your wife. All right, what percentage of that time would you say he's absorbed in video games?
I'd say 50% of that time because he is in a band as well and he spends a lot of time with this band. So I
Okay.
say I get maybe 1% of the time.
Okay, so you're either with your buddies playing in the band, or you're playing video games, or you're at work, or you're asleep. And the rest of it is all yours.
Right. Me
All
and
right.
his back.
I don't think I should have to give up video games in any way. something I like to do. Why would somebody want to have me not do something that makes me happy?
Okay, we're talking to people who say their spouses act more like their children than their partners in life. Now, Jennifer says her husband's childish hobbies have made her afraid to start a family with him. And David says, I see absolutely no reason that I should give up video games. So, are you really married here? I mean, are you really into this relationship?
I am. I mean, I love her. And
How do you know?
It's funny and everything, but I mean, you guys don't live at our house with us.
Right.
You know, the TV crew comes over, and a lot of it gets, he plays video games all day. That's all he does, you know, and it's kind of, for me, it's quite ridiculous because I don't see the problem, and maybe that is the problem. I really don't see it as a huge problem.
Okay, and listen, it doesn't, you're saying I just come over there with a camera crew and all. First off, you ain't married to me. It doesn't make any difference what I think about it one way or the other. I didn't select your home at random and find a problem with your video games. Your wife wrote me a letter and said, among other things, quote, I am at the end of my rope. Is that an accurate quote?
Very accurate.
And you feel like a low priority.
No priority.
In this thing because everything comes first and she doesn't have much time. Now, the good news is she wants to be with you. She wants your time and your attention and all, but she feels like what? He's not interested? What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I've gone through all the he doesn't like me, I'm not good enough, he's not interested. You know, I've gone through it all.
Do you think he's not stepping up and being a partner, or do you think he just doesn't like you?
I don't know what I think, Dr. Phil. I think he doesn't like me. I think he doesn't want to be the way that I think we should be, and I understand that he has his own opinions, but we're just not even on the same ground here, you know.
Does it matter to you that you're really hurting her feelings?
Yeah, it does.
Or do you think she's just being judgmental, overbearing, and controlling?
I'm not going to make the same mistake that.
But I mean, seriously, you say you don't like the way he wears his hair, and you don't like the dreadlock thing.
No.
You don't like a lot of the things that he's doing that don't have anything to do with you.
Right.
And so do you think she's just being judgmental?
If she has a problem, there's got to be a problem. She's pretty smart.
Is it possible that this has become an addiction?
Oh yeah. I'm willing to admit I am addicted beyond belief to these things. Yeah.
Okay. And addiction means that it's controlling you instead of you controlling it. I mean, that's one of my real fundamental definitions of addiction. It's no longer a matter of choice. It's a pull. It can be a psychological pull, a behavioral pull, a physiological pull. And psychological addictions, behavioral addictions can be more powerful and debilitating than physiological addictions. Is that possible?
Yeah.
What would happen if you went 30 days and didn't play a game?
It would be on my mind a lot.
Would you
know?
get the
I
shakes
probably
or
wouldn't
anything?
get the shakes, but I would have a tough time. I mean, I've probably never done it since I was 4 or 5 years old, you know? I mean,
What if instead of using those games to fill you up, you went and spent time with her, you went and took a 3-mile walk, you went and just sat out in the backyard and talked, you just did whatever, and you found out, you know, hey, this is pretty, I feel really good inside about this. What if you're missing that because you're addicted to the other? Wouldn't that be a terrible shame?
it would.
Because see, if you did that with her, you could get that good feeling that you like, and she could get that good feeling she wants. And that way you'd both get what you want. You know how miserable you would be if you couldn't play video games for 30 days? That'd be pretty uncomfortable, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What if that's the way she's feeling every day because she can't connect with you?
It's bad.
Yeah? What do you think about giving it up for 30 days and seeing if you can do it?
You're the doctor, I mean. If that's what I gotta do, I'll try.
Okay. Seriously, I really recommend to you that you take all of your controllers, put them in a box, give them to her for 30 days.
He's got a video game coming in the mail next week. He's not gonna be happy.
I'll give it a shot. I'll try it.
I'm talking to adults who don't want to let go of their childhood, whether it's toys or games, whatever. Now, Heidi wrote to me because nothing in her life compares to those glory days of high school.
High school was by far the best time of my life. It was when I was the most confident, the most carefree. I even believe that I could be a professional teenager. If I could go back, I would. I wish I could be a 17-year-old again.
If there was a time warp and Heidi could go back to high school, she would jump at it.
I keep my high school memorabilia box underneath my bed.
The memorabilia box under the bed. She's got pictures, she's got old notebooks, she's got journals, she's got stuff from when she was on drill team.
Being a captain made me feel like I was on top of the world.
I think it was great she was the captain of her drill team, but does that mean I want to watch the video of her drill team 100 times? No.
He looked so good.
There's lots of times I get bored looking at that stuff. I try to humor her that, I can only look at the same yearbook photos and the same old journals, so many times before it's like, ugh. I think she's gone too far with it. Keeping that amount of stuff is silly.
Getting married, my career, college, none of those things have lived up to the highs that I felt when I was in high school.
I think she needs to concentrate more often on being happy with what she has now. She's got a good career, she's got a loving husband, we have a beautiful daughter.
I don't like being an adult as much as I liked being a teenager. I would like to change the fact that I am stuck in high school. Dr. Phil, how can I make my life as good now as it was in high school?
I've really found that people who kind of live in the past tend to embellish the past. Was it really that perfect?
Not all of it, no.
Don't you remember that little tramp trying to steal your boyfriend?
Oh, of course, yes.
You remember her?
Oh, yes.
Okay, and don't you remember him talking about you in the bathroom?
Yes.
In there?
Yes.
Okay, so you agree that you glorify it, you embellish it?
I do, yes.
Why?
I think, just like the tape said, it was a time when it was easier. It was, I didn't have the responsibilities that I do now, and I, my mom took care of me, because I was still living at home, and, it was easier.
But, of course. Let's go back and be 4. At 4, you didn't have any responsibilities at all.
True.
Are you just insulted totally by this?
No.
And if not, why not?
Well, I see what you're saying. There is a little bit of well, isn't what you have now, isn't it good enough?
Well, what she's saying here is that she traded down. She traded down. Her life was here, and then she traded down for you.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying, right? Is that not true? Hello?
Yes. Well, yes. Sometimes I feel that way, yes.
The way I look at this, the people that live in the past, the way I look at this is like, okay, here I am now, and I got you, and here I was then, so you now or then, And she turns to this and gets it out from under the bed and starts going through there and said, life was great, and now I've got Chad.
I don't think she views her life now as bad. I think she enjoyed life more then, that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, her life sucks now.
Okay.
I liked high school because it was somewhere I knew I could go every day, and it was the same routine, the same friends. It was a place that I loved to go because I felt important there. I felt like I was someone.
Okay, we've been talking about what to do when your spouse is clinging to his or her childhood. Now, Heidi reminisces about her high school days so much that she says it kept her from making friends and enjoying her career. And she wrote saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I know I need to move on, correct?
Yes.
Why did you write me? What do you see? What's the downside here?
I feel like I liked myself better when I was in high school and as a teenager. I was more confident, I was able to make friends easier, and I think I had, and when I was a teenager, I had expectations of what things would be when I was an adult, and that hasn't come to fulfillment. I mean, my dreams of what it would be like are not.
That's what I said before the break, but apparently not. Now, but let me ask you something. If that's true, if you're saying, I felt more cool then, I was more confident then, I was Miss Popular then, I liked myself better then. Instead of living in the past, why don't you work on changing all of those things you just said? Why does that not become a to-do list for you? I want to accept myself more now. I want to find things in my life that are as gratifying as I think those were then.
Amen, brother.
I want to get to. I want to learn to measure my success as a mother and a wife and a career woman, all of those things now. Instead of living in something that's over, why don't you make a to-do list and say, I do want those feelings, but I'm going to create them now. Because I truly believe the past is over, the future hasn't happened yet, the only time is now.
Right.
The only time is right now. And you've been married 7 years. You've been married 7 years. You've been out of high school for how long?
12 years.
12 years.
Yes.
Okay. And again, I just can't believe that it was as perfect as you make it out to be.
I'm sure it was not.
And you must know that you are an excruciatingly painful bore when you're getting these books out and flipping through them.
Okay, yes. yes.
Okay?
For him,
I don't mean now.
Okay.
I mean when you're flipping through these books.
Right.
And you love your husband, right?
Oh, yes.
And it's not that you hate where you are, you're just comparing it to a memory.
I am. That's
Why don't you just make a to-do list and say, you know what? Because I want to suggest to you that if you were that cool then be cool now. If you were that cute and adorable and popular in high school, then go be cute and adorable and popular at church. Go be cute and adorable and popular at your job. Be cute and adorable and popular in your neighborhood. If you were that cool then you ought to be cool now.
I will try.
And if you weren't, wake up. We've been talking about growing up and being the adult spouse, being the life partner. So you guys stand up. So if you think that he is truly going to step up and be an active partner in this marriage instead of the fifth kid, raise your hand. Okay, that's about 30% of the audience, and I noticed your hand wasn't up.
I didn't know I had a vote.
Okay, your hand's up. Okay, you guys stand up. All right, if you think that David is in fact going to take a 30-day step back from those video games and try to break this addictive connection, Raise your hand.
Raise it.
Okay, well, that's about 40%. That's about 40% of the audience. And your hand isn't up, so you don't think he's going to do it?
I don't. I don't think he can.
You don't think he's going to do it?
No.
All right. Are you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Phil, I have two things. My problem is my wife's addicted to DrPhil 24 hours a day. And there's no time in our life for me. It's all about DrPhil.
Yeah, and the problem? Yes.
Young man in the videos, is he allowed to go to his friend's house in his 30 days? She shut you down.
Oh, we gotta, now see, that's a mom thinking there. That's a mom thinking there. Yeah, you have to leave it alone for 30 days. I mean, were you sandbagging us there thinking I'll give you my controllers and go play his?
No. No, I'll try it.
You'll leave it alone? You'll totally not play for 30 days?
I will really try it.
Okay. And we can follow up with you?
Sure.
With a polygraph?
That'd be great.
All right. All right, we have for you here your prepaid Airborne Express.
Holy cow.
Filled out to me. Just put them in a box, tape it up, stick that on the top. Yes, ma'am.
I find it unbelievably sad that Heidi thinks that the best years of her life are over at as young age as she is.
Yeah, wouldn't that be terrible?
It would just be awful.
That's why I was saying, if you're sitting there thinking, boy, we used to be a lot of fun, and now we're not. That's why I say, be cool now.
I'm twice her age, and I still don't think my best years are over yet.
Yeah.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.